Hey guys, hope you're having a great day today. Today is Monday. Happy Monday morning to you. I hope that your morning is going well. My morning is going great. It's actually Saturday. I know, like I was just filming Monday through Friday, taking my weekends off, but then life's changing. It's a little bit different. And what happened last weekend? Probably, it's happened multiple weekends. I always, you can look back, I have Gather Your Fragment Friday. It was always the part of the week where I gather up things for the weekend so I wouldn't have to cook. Okay, now life is in Florida and we are doing things a little bit different, and that's okay. That is quite all right. But last weekend, I think I did a little too much fending for themselves, which is fine, but I'm like, I need to make some food this weekend. So that's what I'm gonna do today. So I'm gonna do, this is gonna be food for 2 days, Saturday and Sunday, so that we have food to eat. I am gathering fragments. I feel like, I mean, we have food, we have groceries, we have all this stuff. It's just like, I have to go, okay, get creative a little bit on a few things. So I went out to, well, I cleaned out my refrigerator this morning. Maddie was up making breakfast and I cleaned it out, figured out what do we have, what is there to eat up. That's like the true thing of Gather Your Fragments. Is basically called shelf cooking. It's basically called eating what you have, eating out of your pantry, all those names that everybody's coined as their own phrase. Women been doing it forever. Women been doing it forever and a day, because they are constantly looking in their pantries. What can they feed their families? Get creative. Those are great things to do. Nothing wrong with going shopping and getting things, but gathering your fragments is more about, what do I have? What can I get creative making? Versus running to the store and picking something up. I have done that. I have done that many times. I was more awed when I had a lot of kids and I shopped once a month. And then we'd go like one time to get milk and stuff, where I would talk to moms and they would literally go shop. They'd decide what they're gonna eat that day. They'd look in their pantry, and if they didn't have it, they went to the grocery store that day. And I thought, oh my goodness. But I realized that mom had a lot of kids at home. That was probably her sanity for the day, to go shopping in the midday. And that's okay. But for me, it was not something I could do. I couldn't just leave my kids and go shopping to pick up a few ingredients. I've done that. Yeah, been there, done that. That's not my normal thing to do. I try to look and think, what do I have? What can I make? So this weekend, I'm like, what? I was like, have things in my head. I have a little list when I went shopping last time, and you know, it's like you make a main like plan, and then you're like, that doesn't sound too good, or that does, like all these. I was gonna do a lot of like foil campfire dinner, basically put it out in the pizza oven in foil and let it cook, or in the smoker, and I thought that'd be something fun. But now after looking at it, I'm like, it just doesn't sound as good as like something else we'd have. So I don't know if we'll get to those or not, but I have plans. We'll just see how things are. So what I did is cleaned it out. I looked in my refrigerator and I'm like, okay, my veggies are getting bad. I'm gonna have to use up my veggies here. I have potatoes. I have a whole bunch of potatoes out in the refrigerator. I brought them in. I have like, remember I bought all this orange juice, and I have like a lot of the lemonade. We don't even drink it, so I need to get those out. I got those. I looked in my freezer. I have a lot of, this stayed hidden. My kids are no longer in the garbage bag snack mix phase. They'll eat it, but it's not like a everyday, eat all day kind of thing. So I pulled one of these out, keeping our stuff over there. I pulled out another one of our, these cookies. These are really good. I'll put them in our cookie pan right here. And so just looking, I have like cookie dough, a very little bit of cookie dough. I'm gonna pull out brownies, make some brownies, because those get eaten. Jello, my kids like Jello. I'm gonna make this Jello up right here, and I've got celery. We don't love celery, but if I put this out with some peanut butter cups and cranberries, it'll probably get eaten up. So that's what I did. I went in my pantry and looked. I had like 1 can of slop manwich, and I'm like, do I wait to get another can, or do I make just some same manwich? So I thought I could make a smaller lunch where people can grab different things. We'll make just a serving of manwich today. So we're gonna get creative with all the things we're gonna make today. It's gonna be a great day. You guys ready for a great day? Yes, and it's warm. I was out this morning. It was my first time. I didn't get to go swimming yesterday. That was our first day back to the pool. Kids were in all day, and I'm like, all I wanted to do was go into bed. By nighttime, I was so tired. I'm like, I'm going to bed. So I went to sleep, and today I got up this morning and went out and swam, and I'm like, oh, it's just so nice to swim. And the water, it was real warm getting in for the longest time, but stepping in it now, it's like, ooh, it's definitely chilled off a little bit. I mean, it's like 80s in the morning. I mean, it gets to close to 100 during the day again with humidity, but it's a little bit, it's cooling down. So I'm like, okay, I had to jump in and go, okay, get used to that coldness. Funny how your body changes on you. So I enjoyed I was out there for about 45 minutes this morning. It was just so nice. I had my cup of coffee out there. I was listening to my sermon, and I was like, this is a nice way to start my day. That's my favorite way to start, right there outside, time with the Lord in the pool. That's like a good place to start. So let's get making food before it's too late in our day. I'm gonna start, I got my oven rolling because it's gonna be hot. Let's start making cookies or brownies. Maybe I'll do my brownies first, or cookies. I'll see if these are like too cold to scoop out. If not, I'll put these out and then get the brownies rolling. It's gonna be a great day. You guys ready for a good day? Let's gather fragments, coming up with some creative things for our families. All right, let's go. These are Greg's favorite cookies, so I enjoy making them as his wife. It's one of those things, like we were apart for a long time while he was down here, and I was there taking care of the kids, and it's like, you know what, when you come back together, I'm like, there's some things that you change and do differently, and I'm like, one of those things is providing my husband with cookies, and there's nothing wrong with that, ladies. You find what your husband likes and make it for him and have it, and if he wants to share, he wants to share. If he doesn't, that's okay. It's like buying you chocolate or roses or flowers, those kind of things. So I make cookies. That's something he enjoys. So I'm going to make these and give him, I specifically put them in a container and just put them in our room, because if you put them out here, the kids just eat them, and they do. And the last time I made them, we all ate them as well. It's not that he doesn't share any of the cookies. It's just making that special treat specifically for your spouse. Those are important things to do in a marriage. Something I'm going to throw in my oven is my sweet potatoes, because I like them baked in the oven so I can pull them out of their skin. So I'm just going to throw those in there while they're doing the cookies. While my cookies are going, I thought tonight for dinner, because we're going to have a nice dinner, everybody together, well, most of us. Actually, we're losing 2, so it's going to be 6 of us. We're going to have mini-sized dinner. So I thought I'm going to make some homemade bread. I love doing this in my bread machine. It is so simple. I got the recipe. Where did I get it? From the library, from my book. It's just an easy way to make bread. So in my measuring cup, I'm just double checking. I put my water, milk, and butter. I put mine in the microwave. It's over here. So that I can heat my milk. Put it all in here. And then you just add your ingredients on down. While everything's in standstill, I'm waiting for the oven for the cookies. I just put some water in the microwave to boil for Jell-O. Let's mix up the brownie mix according to package directions. Real simple. I'm gonna use coconut oil. My coconut oil got liquidy again. I don't know what. So when we moved, obviously it went into a really hot moving truck for a few days. It sat there, so it got liquidy. And then someone said put it in the refrigerator. It'll get hard right back up. It did, and then I put it back in the cupboard and it's turned to this. So I'm assuming it's just too hot here. My house is cool. I mean, I don't know. We'll see. The next time I mix up some Jell-O. We used to have Jell-O all the time, and then like my kids went through where they didn't even like it at all, and they like banned Jell-O. We had it once a year with our Thanksgiving. We had a Jell-O salad, and that was it. Like that was it. Everybody, it was their favorite. They loved it, but they never ate it any other time. And then one time, I think I bought Jell-O cups, you know, because why not? I think discount store was a deal. And I bought those, and the kids were like loving it. I'm like, really? Just plain? And even like the older kids, I'm like, really? Just plain Jell-O? And they loved it. So I was like, I'll make Jell-O once in a while. So I've got those fun little glass cups. I'm gonna go get those down. The bad thing is my stool is all the way upstairs, and that's so far away right now to walk up to. So I think I'm just going to climb up on the counter, not show you that, and get that down. That's okay. I got Maxine. She is like, I had her bed over in the living room, but she follows me around so much. I'm like, let me put your bed right in the corner here. So she's right by her mommy, happy living life. It works. All right, Jell-O easy. And get a little bit some cool water. I'm thankful we fixed or got a new filter, because now the water works. I was like, why is there no water? Because your filter was dirty. Perfect. Okay, I'm gonna get my little jars, and pour that in there, and then I can make my lemon. And these little containers are great. I have them linked finally in my Amazon store. I was using the wee yogurt containers because I got them at the discount store. They're real cheap, and I just bought the lids. But these are actually cheaper than going and buying the lids. So you get a whole bunch. I think you get a 20 pack, or I feel like it's 40. I got the big pack, and I just have extra because I know these will disappear over, you know, the next year, because they always do. But this is perfect. It makes great little treat containers. Glass, which everybody loves. They last longer than the plastic. Plastic is good too, but glass just lasts a little bit longer, obviously, unless it gets cracked. Don't use that if you got little kids that you don't trust with glass. Perfect. Now let's mix up the lemon jello. This, I think I got these back at the discount store for 25 cents, so I'm just using them up. Now, as you're working, I don't always do this, so go back and see my videos where I have a sink full of dishes. The best way to do gather your fragments when you're cooking a lot of food, get your dishwasher empty in the morning. Like this morning, my dishwasher is empty. I had a few cups and bowls I threw in there, so most of my stuff is going in there, especially the ones I don't want to clean. Now the bowls, like I just had the brownies, so I just filled this up with water, let it sit while I was doing something else, and then wiped it out. That's done. I wiped the cookie sheets because those are real quick, and then I'm just leaving. I filled up my Jello one. That's gonna sit in there with some water. After I get my bacon out here, then I will wash that out, put that away right away. That kind of keeps it clean. You don't have to. I have done many videos, many gather your fragments where all the dishes sat on the countertop, and there was a lot. I'm trying to do better because this kitchen's set up a little bit different, so I don't use all my space for dishes all the time. Just by having an empty dishwasher helps hugely. So cookies are done. The brownies are in. They'll be done momentarily. I've got bacon. I've got 2 more packages of bacon. I'm gonna do the 1 package, put it in a cookie sheet with some foil, and let it bake in the oven so we can have that with breakfast, however they want to eat it this weekend. My mom would always say, clean as you go when you're doing your kitchen. I don't always. And when I was younger, I didn't, but I'm learning as I get older, clean as you go. So that I just washed. I filled up a measuring cup with the little measuring scoop, my teaspoon and tablespoon, because it's oily. I just put it in there because I think I'm gonna have to use it again. These cookies are done. I put them over there so these can all cool. Brownies hopefully done, bacon's there. I know you can cook that bacon on the paper it came with, but I just find that you still gotta scrub the pan. So cover your pan with foil so you don't have to scrub your pan. If you want to scrub your pan, go ahead. I don't like to have to scrub pans. It's one thing I don't like to do. So I'm just using foil. So let's get the cookies up. So I'll probably let the orange juice sit out because it's got that frozen in it still. I'm gonna put this other one in the refrigerator so tomorrow morning I can make it before church. We'll have that. It'll get drink. That'll get drink real quick. The lemonade I'll put out. They'll drink that up as well. All right, moving along. Okay, while everything's cooking, I'm gonna chop up some vegetables here. I'm going to make. What am I gonna make? I am going to cut up some. I have mushrooms here to use up. I've got 3 potatoes to cut up. I've got some bologna in here. I've got some ham, and I've got some onion. I'm gonna cut these all up, fry them over here in a pan so the potatoes are soft, and then have that. And do I separate with eggs or I put it with eggs? I might make a couple egg bowls for Greg and myself in the morning. That'll be really good to have, just to have on hand, because I don't like making breakfast. I like cooking. I love cooking. If I get up super early and make a bunch of food for the day, then awesome. But I don't like to just on a daily basis get up and make breakfast food. I just don't. I just don't like it. So I love that my family loves making their own breakfast. I'll make Greg and I breakfast in the morning, but I'd like to have something on hand. So I'm going to make a couple egg bowls. That's what I'll do. Make a couple egg bowls just to have and grab for the next couple days. So I'm just sauteing the frying this up. I'm gonna put the eggs separate because I can make a couple fried eggs in the morning whenever, like just fresh, because he likes them with the dippy yolk. I like them a different way. I was like, instead of making them all into like a scrambled egg, I think we call it Cowboy hash, I'm gonna do it separately. So this is all the meat mixture and potatoes I used up. There was some bologna to use up. There was a little bit of turkey I just put in there because it was just a couple pieces instead of going to waste, and some ham, and then just fry it up. That's how you gather fragments, with a few potatoes, onions, and the mushrooms. Nothing is going to go to waste then. Just put them in containers, let them cool, and I'll put them in the refrigerator. An easy grab and go breakfast with a couple fried eggs on top. So I just made Greg some eggs for his breakfast, enjoying that. I've got some meat cooking because I'm going to do, and I got some eggs boiled. I'm going to do a baked potato salad. This is just off the Taste of Home website. We're going to see how it works. I've got all these that we're not eating, so I'm going to just put them in my chopper and chop them down because I don't want to chop. And then you basically cook them in the oven for 45 minutes, which is crazy, but it's okay. If the oven's going, you might as well bring more heat to the house. Okay, so I'll do a lot of things right there. Hamburger is cooked, threw my can of manwich in there. I've been saving one lid forever up there. I feel like there was always an extra lid, and I realized there was no extra dish. I thought one got broken, so throw it in there, putting the cookies away. Eggs are done, timer's going off, so I'm gonna put those in some ice real quick so I can do my potatoes, and life's doing good. This will be an easy lunch, and I've pulled out all these frozen hamburger buns, just like random ones. I put a couple extra here. This can be an easy lunch for whoever's home having that today. I'm gonna chop up tomorrow. I'm gonna be doing tostadas. The refried, I've got the corn tortillas over there. I just have to bring them over here. The refried beans are in the refrigerator thawing because they're frozen. I've got meat cooking. I've got a packet of taco seasoning I had from something, Gathering Fragments. I'm gonna take this head of lettuce and just chop it up real quick, put it in containers so that part is done. Okay, peeling eggs. Last time I made eggs, they turned out really well. Will they this time? I don't know. Moving right along. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna chop up some kielbasa here. I wanna do, the meat is cooking for the hamburger, for the taco meat, and I'm just gonna chop this up. I'm gonna do a little bit smaller pieces. Hopefully there's like 3 rings. That should be plenty for dinner, but if there's not any left over, that's okay too. But I'd like to keep some to make, what's that stuff called? Jambalaya. this next week. We'll see. But I'm gonna chop it up and I'll fry it on the stove. I'm gonna set these out on the counter. These are delicious. We'll put repie beans on this, the taco meat, lettuce, cheese, salsa, and just cut them in fours and eat them. It's a nice light, easier lunch. I don't know, we like them, something good. So I'm gonna just add my taco seasoning to the meat. So the next dish, I had a couple different recipes. I had a chickpea cucumber salad with feta cheese, but I looked at it and I'm like, that doesn't look as good. I saved one. It's curried chickpea salad. I think it looks really good. It has, the sauce is lime, curry powder, salt and pepper, some onions, coconut milk, and then it's chickpeas, a bell pepper, frozen peas, and cilantro. Basically just stir everything together. So let it sit for at least 30 minutes. I feel like that would be really, really good. I don't know, I like curry, so it'll be like a cooler salad. And I've got my peas out, so I'm just gonna add this in a bowl. Let's see what it tastes like. Okay, on that I'm gonna cheat. It has fresh scallions. I ended up throwing those away this week because they were getting yucky. Onion powder, it works. It works when you're in a pinch. Okay, that tastes really good. I like that flavor a whole lot. So it tastes like curry, but it's gonna be a cold salad. So I'm gonna put it in a glass dish, put it in the refrigerator. It says it's best to sit for like you can set it like 30 minutes. You can eat it for like the next 5 days. So that's gonna be a nice cooler alternative to salad. So now I have all that coconut milk. I'm assuming I have to use that up. I'll have to make curry this week. So I'll put that in a container. Oh, can you freeze? Oh, I'm sure I'll Google. Hey Google, can you freeze coconut cream milk?
On the website freezite.co.uk, they say, yes, you can freeze coconut.
I can, so I'm gonna go get a small container and freeze it. Put this in the refrigerator. So the sweet potatoes came out of the oven right here. Broccoli is done, I just put it in a little dish because it's for later. Maxine smells the bacon. I was like, what is that? Bacon is done. I'm gonna do the baked potato salad. So I'm interested to see how this is because you had to like cook these in the oven and it's like, I don't think they're gonna get smushy like a potato salad. So I don't know, we're gonna try. So basically chopped up some onion, pickles, and some bacon here. If you don't love the fatty bacon, which I don't either, even though I cooked it, there was a few pieces that were not. Just put it in the microwave for about a minute after you cut it up and it'll cook the rest of it. So I'm gonna put everything in the bowl here, stir up, see what it tastes like. Okay, that was one of those salads where I was like, do I like it? Do I not? It's good. I'm very surprised with the flavor mixtures. I even took it to Greg. I'm like, is this good for potato salad? He's like, that is good. Because you have like different variety. You have pickles, you have cheese, you have bacon, the eggs, and the potato chunks. So that's actually really good with the sour cream versus the Miracle Whip. So, I mean, I like it, he likes it. We'll see how many people actually eat it in the household, if it's worthy to make again, but what a good little thing. Okay, what else do I gotta do here? Let me get my other stuff out. I took the asparagus and just sauteed it with kept corn. I don't love it. I know some of you said to mix it up with like a sour cream Miracle Whip mixture. I really didn't want to do that. I'm sure it's delicious that way. I just followed the recipe, but that's not bad. I'll eat it this way. And it even has a little bit of, I think this is either, it says cochita cheese. I'll just save it. So this is good. We have all of our veggies here. Let me put these in here. Gather up my pieces here. And I can cover, so this way when I should have made like little veggie bowls, but I didn't, that's okay. So when I'm ready to eat them, I'll just kind of put some mixtures together and have them. This is gonna be for dinner tonight. I've got pasta cooking for linguine. All I have to do is make a dairy-free sauce, I think with nutritional yeast. And then I'm gonna use jar sauce because I have this and I have, it's like just gathering fragments in some of my cupboard. And is that it? Let me look. So that's it. It's just be making that sauce. I can probably do it real quick because I gotta run out the door and take Brooklyn to work. So let me clean my mess and we'll move on. It was really nice in my oven. The sweet potato had dropped down, so all I did was pull out the little liner and wipe it off. And then I have to clean it. So this is good. You wash a few of these, put some in the dishwasher. So what I did is the pasta is done. I just put it with some olive oil. It's in the pot. It's gonna be good. I had 2 tiny containers of Alfredo. One had a little tomato sauce in it, so it's a little red, but it mixed up, you won't even know. And then a jar in here. So all I have to do is make the nutritional yeast based one. I might do that when it's closer, just so that it's fresher, because that's not something that usually stays, like it gets real thick. So awesome on the food for today. I'm doing really good. The only other thing I'm gonna do is chop up some celery and the cucumbers I was gonna put in the cucumber salad, but I can just chop it up to eat it. And that's it, like just easy, and I'm done. The sauce, I definitely have to wait too because it's one of those ones, and I'll make it right before dinner, and I'll film that part too. So I'm just gonna chop off the celery here, rinse it, and then leave it out so we can have it with peanut butter. So the cucumber, some of it was yucky, so I didn't save all of it. So that's right there. We're finished. All I'm gonna do now is we'll do chores for the day, clean up. I'll make the rest of the food tonight and show you that.
Stay. Stay. Good lefty. Okay, jump. Come here, sit.
Maddie just gave her a bath, so she's all excited.
Hey, focus.
Focus, Maxie. She's like, just give me my dog treat. Okay, we're gonna run. I gotta take Brooklyn to work. Be back, we'll make dinner. Busy, long days. Okay, so it's all about trying to find different sauces that mimic the Alfredo sauce. Now, will this one be it? I don't know. I'll let you know. The last time we made one, it was good, but it was a little bit thicker. So it's kind of like, would we make it again? Probably not. So I'm going to try this again. He can have Parmesan cheese. So I'm going to be adding Parmesan cheese, and I'm using lactose-free milk. So that I can add in there. We'll see how it works. So basically, I'm going to take the butter here, and it's just melting it. And then I'm going to add flour, and then I'm just stir milk, and it'll make like a thicker, you know, the cream part. And then I'll add garlic powder, salt and pepper, nutritional yeast. They added lemon juice. Do you think I need to add lemon juice? We will see on that one. But how good? This is simple. And then the dinner is done. We've had a really good day today. Just went for a walk. I'm like, okay. It's like all sweaty and hot, but we had a nice walk. It's like 110 degrees real feel right now. And we're out walking the neighborhood, but it's good. Kids are swimming in the pool. It's like it's been a good Saturday. I'm looking forward to being done and just enjoying the rest of my night with my family, and then we got church tomorrow. So okay, there's the let me see. I'm gonna add 1 cup of that. It's hot. Okay, so this is where the whisk will come in handy. So what I'm going to do is leave, this was simple, I'm not going to add lemon juice, but I'm not going to add lemon juice. It's just like a thicker sauce. I was going to add Parmesan cheese, but I'm not going to. I'll leave this like this for him. This will be his topping. They've got Alfredo sauce, pasta, and that, and the veggies. That is our Saturday, so it's actually your Monday. So I'm closing today's video because I'm going to be out there in that pool with the kiddos tonight, enjoying the rest of our evening. So have a fantastic, I'm talking fantastic for yesterday. I'll let you know if he likes it or if not. And if he doesn't, that just means he doesn't like this taste, and that's okay. So have a beautiful rest of the day. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.